an active shooter. The base announced earlier this week they would hold a readiness exercise, but this is confirmed to not be connected.
Okay guys, breaking news. I just got a text message from my son that is in the Air Force who just left Keesler Air-force Base not a month ago. You guys remember I was there for not one but two different graduations in the month of April. And my youngest son sent me a text and said, Mom, Keesler Air-force Base is on full and total lockdown. All right, so what we're hearing is that they were supposed to be having drills over this next week. They're called readiness drills. Military bases do them. They practice for active shooters. They practice for attacks, fires, the whole 9 yards.
This is active shooter exercise. That'll be great. Police 1, Police 2 have now he's going to be at the Arnold Annex 3901. We have no information. Call around up.
The 81st Training Wing held an active shooter exercise on September 21st, 2017, in order to strengthen readiness between first responders and the other agencies on base.
The mayhem that this does cause, we have people moving everywhere throughout the base in their vehicles. They might not get the message to, hey, stay away from a certain area.
It's all out of whack!
It's all out of whack?
Everything!
When we conduct these active shooter exercises, it really helps us to test the capabilities of our response forces and also their ability to work together with other agencies on the base.
So walking into a situation like this, I mean, you're immediately thinking of all the training that you've ever done. You feel like, part of you feels like it's all gone, and part of you feels like you can do everything in the world.
This is reported to not be with that. Okay, so sometime this morning, there was an active shooter alarm that went off. This is what we know so far.
Affairs, and they told me that no injuries have been reported, and so far it's looking like that threat was not credible. Now this all started around 8 o'clock this morning. In fact, I was talking with a neighbor who was walking her dog, and she said it just turned into chaos. She heard lockdown, lockdown, lockdown going over the loudspeaker at the base, and then all of a sudden Biloxi police cars absolutely swarmed Keesler Air-force Base here. Check out some of the video. You can hear the amount of sirens responding here at Keesler Air-force Base. Biloxi officers going throughout the base and clearing buildings. Again, so far this has not been determined to be a credible threat. No injuries have been reported, and Memorial Hospital was put on alert. Both Biloxi and Gulfport locations.
You guys know I'm running errands, so I apologize that I'm outside and in the truck doing these videos for y'all today, but it's a rainy day. Stephen was rained out of work, which we don't get paid for, and we had to register the new vehicle. So while we're taking care of business, I want to cover this with you. This is terrifying. Okay, so I have sons in the military, so I did a precursor search prior to doing this video for y'all just to see how often our military installations, the bases or recruitment centers, are attacked with active shooters, and I was floored. The ones that really caught my attention was this one. So this gentleman thought he was being controlled by low-level frequency waves. How many times have we all talked about the frequencies that they're putting out with these 5G towers and stuff? How many times on this channel have we talked about the CIA and the military using mind control and MK Ultra techniques on our military and our civilians? The fact that this many times, just watch them start flipping by, people have been injured, just, it breaks my heart. If you should be safe anywhere in America, it should be at a school or a military base. Real talk. You should be completely and utterly safe in both of those locations at all times. Now, my son still has friends at Keesler. They are still in lockdown mode. The Biloxi Police Department is there. All the main hospitals have been alerted in case something pops off. They're going building to building, and Keesler is a huge base, folks. When I was there, I noticed 5 different water towers just to service the base alone. You have thousands of civilians that work on that base every single day. And I will tell y'all this, when my mom and dad and I went to my youngest son's graduation, this one, the thing that we noticed was to get on the base, we had to have somebody that basically adopted us for the day. So that obviously was my son. So we had to go in, we had to give a fingerprint, our license. I had to go in, take a picture for them, had to be put into the computer. And then when we went through the base gates that you can see here in this photo, they scanned our IDs. It's extremely hard to get on that base without the proper paperwork. In fact, the day that I was there were some civilian contractors that had hired a new employee. He didn't have anybody to adopt him. I can't think of the proper word for it. You military folks put it in there for me in comments. And he couldn't go to work that day. They don't play on these bases when it comes to security. Now, what popped this off? Who made the call? We don't have any of that information. My son's trying to find out more information. But as we know, I'll come back on and let you guys know. We love y'all so much. Guys, keep your head on a swivel. Things are just really uncomfortable in the world right now. I've told y'all there's a change coming. It's like a stretching. I fully believe this is Satan's last real attack on humanity before we have a real revival, because I do believe that we're going to see a mass revival across the world before Jesus comes back for his children. But until then, we are full on in a spiritual warfare. The sad thing is, most people who are hating because of color of your skin or because of your religion, that's all demonic, folks. We have to push back against that. If you'd like to support our channel, please look in the top of comments. We were demonetized for truthful videos like this, and because, well, sometimes I talk about uncomfortable topics. You may not agree with me, but all these topics have to be talked about. And it's time we open up the world for bigger, better discussions. It's the only way we're going to heal, folks. Love you guys.